Fun vlog today. We're going to Meguiar's. Yes, the detail company, or I guess like the detail material cleaning, car cleaning company. They want to do some testing on the Tesla Cybertruck to see, I guess, what materials actually work on the Cybertruck, because they've not had one in the shop just yet. So I'm going to show them a couple things that I don't like about the Cybertruck, and like some things that maybe the materials are a little bit cheap. If you watch some of the videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's head on over there and see what's in store for us at Meguiar's and see what products they want to use and test on the Tesla Cybertruck. Let's get into it. We just got our update on the Cybertruck. Of course, now we can change the color so the color matches the wrap, which is purple, and we got a bunch of different features. I was messing with off-road mode and all the different things that you can set now. It's pretty crazy that, of course, with Teslas, everything just gets a little bit more enhanced, or you get more options as you own the car longer. So really cool. So pulling up to the back of Meguiar's here, there's a shop area. Let's see, maybe I'll just hang out right here. Nice, looks brand new.
Came out pretty good.
Yeah, way better. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Lance.
Dennis, Lance, nice to meet you. So we're at Meguiar's today. Is this your first time seeing a Cybertruck?
I've seen them on the road before.
Okay.
Yeah.
First time like getting around it and cleaning it and everything.
Definitely this close up, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you think about it, seeing in person now and working on it?
It's very different, unique, oddly shaped. We'll go with different. I like different, so.
Tell me about what happened today. Like, what are the couple things that we did to the truck? What products did we use? What do you recommend after working on one for a little bit?
So this vehicle is wrapped. It does have a ceramic coating on it as well. So we ended up using our hybrid ceramic wash and wax. It basically is going to boost the protection of the coating that's already on the vehicle. We went ahead and used our bead booster as well too, which is our M799. That's going to basically help enhance the water beading properties on the surface. It'll last probably a few weeks. As far as your wheels and tires go, we used all-purpose cleaner for the tires.
Okay.
It's always important that when you're going to put a tire shine on the tires, you want to get a nice, good, thorough scrub and clean. As far as our wheel cleaner choice, are these aftermarket wheels?
They are, yeah. Unplugged performance wheels, and also different fenders as well, carbon fiber fenders.
Cool. Yeah. So knowing that, we used a safer product. We used our Ultimate all-wheel cleaner, spray it on there, let it dwell for about 2 to 4 minutes. We did a little bit of agitation because certain wheels were a little bit more dirtier than others. Rinsed everything off, and that's about it.
Nice.
Exterior-wise, anyway.
So one of my gripes with like tire shine is like whenever I leave the car wash, like the tire shine flings onto the side. What's your recommendations for that?
So key thing is always going to be tire cleaning. A lot of people don't really care about that. When they go to a car wash, they'll focus on painted surfaces, glass surfaces, stuff like that. But you gotta scrub your tires. So we use all-purpose cleaner with a brush, scrub the tires really well, make sure the tires are nice and dry, and then when you apply your tire shine product, you just don't want to over apply it. That's always going to be key. Usually tire shines are set at a certain level, so if you took it and you sprayed like 4 or 5 applications of the same product on there, by the time that you go to drive away, like 15 to 20 minutes later, it's going to be all down the side of your car. Right. Versus just a nice thin, even layer, let it set for about 10 to 15 minutes, you'd have the same amount of shine level, and you're not going to experience any tire slings. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Another thing you've noticed is that the Cybertruck has the biggest windshield and biggest wiper. What are your recommendations on like cleaning all this glass? Because I've already had issues with the wiper not cleaning in the middle. Like, what are your recommendations? Yeah,
so we actually have a glass repellent product now, and that is kind of nice to have because you'll have a little bit more water beading properties on there. So you won't really have to worry about, you know, too much stuff sticking on there anymore. Nice. And then the last prep I had is, I mean, it's a truck, right? Yeah. So we've been using it from time to time to load up stuff and go off-roading, but I feel like the plastics haven't been holding up well and they're pretty like beat up. What are your recommendations on like cleaning, or what would we use today on the trunk bed? Yeah, so on your trunk bed area, we actually used our D107, which is our Citrus Power Cleaner Plus. This was the end result. This is what it looked like previous to that. Obviously a pretty big difference. The one key thing to it is agitation as well too, right? So spray your all-purpose cleaner on there, agitate it really well with the bristled brush, remove any of the residual product, and then you're pretty much set and good to go. You could do things like enhance the shine. You can spray like a water-based product to make it have more of like a satin glossier finish. The downside is when you do something like that, it becomes slick, right? So personal preference, maybe that's something that you want, maybe that's something that you don't want, but for a nice clean appearance, something like this is your go-to.
Yeah, I love it. It looks just as new again. Still a little bit beat up, but I mean, it's a truck at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So last question, as a pro, as a detailer pro working for Maguire's, what is your go-to like method for washing your car? Are you like a 2 bucket, a 1 bucket? Do you spray with foam? And then like what's like the proper way to do it?
I guess that depends on the user, because certain people don't really care about time and efficiency, right? But if it's your own personal vehicle and you really cared about it, I am the person that is going to basically rinse the vehicle down, maybe foam the vehicle if it was really dirty, spray it off again, and then I'll use a 2 bucket method. Yeah, and then typically I try to air dry my vehicle instead of using like towels on it, because towels create friction on the surface, which means that you're always gonna end up with some type of surface scratches, right? Depends on the person. Yeah. So that's my own personal vehicle, and if I was looking to minimize my scratches throughout, that's the way I'd go.
So after you foam and rinse it once, do you foam it again and then kind of take the soap and then clean it and then spray it again, or? Unnecessary,
but yeah, certain people will do that. Maybe it's an ease of application of already having soap on the surface, but I'm still going to have soap inside the 2 bucket method as well, so yeah.
For air drying, you have to use like a blower or special water, right?
Yeah, so it goes either way. So with your vehicle specifically, you have a ceramic coating on there. So it makes it a little bit easier to just take air and blow the vehicle off, right? Majority of the water is gonna run off. If the vehicle didn't have protection on there, it'd be a little bit different story. You probably have to use a towel of some sort.
Well, any final thoughts on the Cybertruck?
You can't get me to say I like it just yet, so we'll get there eventually. But it's, I think as time goes on, it might grow on me a little bit.
Perfect. Well, good to meet you. Thanks
nice to meet you too. Absolutely.